What's up YouTube? This is Shuttle Boy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about a new golf drop that actually happened this past weekend. I was a little slow to the mix. I was really busy this weekend, so sorry that I was behind the loop. But also, I probably would have been on it regardless, even though I was busy. But this just wasn't that big of a drop to be talking about. It's new stuff, but it wasn't like... I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into it. But basically, to sum it up here, we had a mini drop here, a few items at both the web store and the flagship store of some snowboarding gear. It's golf snowboarding or snow gear. And I think that's a pretty cool way to market this stuff. I think that's a good idea and just gives it a little bit more of purpose. I know when you see these two images on the website right now, you're like, well, what else would they call it? But there are some clothing items that if they didn't give the context of that, I wouldn't really find them interesting at all. But now saying that these are snowboarding items, all of these things are grouped as that, I think that makes it a little bit more interesting. But let's just get into the pieces here. We're going to click straight through this. And yes, as you can see, it's a microscopic drop. Nothing big here. I did look at these when they dropped, but I didn't really look at prices or availability. So we're going to look at everything here today. I mean, we got to start with the board itself. And holy cow, the price, $500. Now, to be honest, I don't really know prices of snowboards, so this could be a great deal. I highly doubt it. But I'm sure it's not a terrible deal. I don't know. But also, it does say the details as far as construction of it, and should give you, if you're a snowboarder or like snowboarding, you probably have a good idea reading this, the quality to some degree. Also, it does say international shipping unavailable, so sorry for all of those people. It's cool. I mean, if I snowboarded, this would be pretty awesome. I don't know if that's a good price for a snowboard, though. Maybe I would be so appalled to see that. But moving on, this is something that's become sort of a fashion piece in a weird way. And I feel like might have sparked this whole collection in the first place. Being these goggles that if you're skiing or snowboarding, this is what you wear. It has golf on the strap. We've seen things with like Supreme and stuff doing these things. It's been something that's like fashion brands of some sort have gotten into doing this, which is cool and all. I don't have anything wrong with it or don't really think anything of it that much. But $150, I do not know if that's a good price either. I know nothing about snowboarding gear. I've never snowboarded to my knowledge. I've done snow-related things, but not snowboarding, I don't think. I've always wanted to, but yeah, I know that the gear does cost some money, so that's why I'm a little reluctant to really harp on the price too much, because I knew that gear costs some money, so that's what's always stopped me from snowboarding. But I never really looked very far into it. I just knew I didn't have money saved up to be buying all this stuff. But I mean, if we just look at the item for what it is, I think it looks pretty cool. I'd be very interested in hearing from a person that snowboards what they think of the quality of all these items. If they got them in hand or something, that would really interest me because, I mean, I'm just not the person to be asking that. So I don't really know what to say much more than that. Now, the next thing here is some gloves. Um, This is another thing that I cannot remember. I mean, I've watched snowboarding and stuff before. I know a lot of people do wear gloves like this, with the fingers all attached, but I was wondering if does anybody that snowboards wear gloves that don't have the fingers attached? I can't really remember that. But these gloves look really nice nonetheless. I think they look really cool. Um, I really like that. It does say textured insulated fabric, adjustable cuff, waterproof, runs small. So I would definitely say go a size up regardless when it comes to glove size. I'm sure if you have any kind of standard gloves at your house, you can just look at the label of that, and I would say maybe go up a size from that, especially if you're a younger kid. You'll grow into them and stuff like that. But they do have sizes for them, and they're all available. $100 though, that is a lot of money for some gloves. I know that much. But maybe the quality's there. I don't know. But let's go to the next piece. And this is typical pricing we've seen from golf, which is still not great pricing, but I mean, we knew it would be $90 going into this with this hoodie here. We got that snowboarding logo on there, which is pretty cool. And we have pretty much every size available here. We got some other colors, though. We got a gray heather, pretty much all the sizes. And we have a navy, with a similar color palette as that first one, but on the logo. And we got pretty much all the sizes here, so pretty cool, but nothing crazy. Like I said, given the context that these are like supposed to be the snowboarding golf collection clothing, I think that makes this a lot cooler than if they threw it with all the other things, like in a big drop. These things would be very easily forgotten, but since they're dropped alongside this stuff, I think people are going to be a lot more interested in it. I know I'm a lot more interested in it, just because of how they did this. That's funny that the color is literally called banana. But we got a t-shirt now, and we got that color, the banana color. We got a forest green, and then we got a white, which is just that like lighter bluish logo here. Sizes seem to be all intact except for double X, which, I mean, how many of those did they really make? 35, typical pricing here. And then we got a sticker, which is really cool because you could put this on, if you have an existing snowboard, you could put this on your snowboard. So I think this is a cool idea. I mean, this is something that you should really expect when it comes to golf in general. But I like that regardless. I think that's pretty cool. But all in all, that's pretty much it when it comes to this drop here. Nothing all that exciting. But my overall thoughts here, these first three things are expensive, man. And I mean, I don't have any context, so I don't really want to be judging it too much, as far as what snowboarding gear really costs for most people. So I don't really know if that's really worth it. I'm sure the quality is decent, but I would not expect it to be top tier, because obviously they're not a snowboarding company. But definitely interesting. I like the designs. From a design standpoint, I like everything I see. It's not very exciting, though. I think they could have went a little bit crazier with the designs on the hoodie and t-shirt. The yellows don't really match as well, with these pieces, and I find that really odd, and I would have liked to see them match, especially the logo colorings too. But I would have loved to see this logo really big, like really big on the hoodie and the t-shirt. Maybe making this really big and having it sideways like that on the t-shirt, like right on the side here, would have been really awesome, I think. Or maybe making it diagonal and it covers the whole shirt or something. I don't know. I would have liked to see something a little bit more in your face, since this is supposed to be like snow gear, which is supposed to be a little bit more fun, I would think. But that's just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, what you think of everything here. And that's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. And please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf weighing, more sneakers, more clothing, and more Shuttle Boy. And this is Shuttle Boy, guys. And I'm out, guys. Peace.